Health officials do confirm here that we do have our first presumed case of coronavirus here in Oregon. This person is an employee of a school in Lake Oswego, Forest Hills Elementary School. They say that that school is now closing down.
Health officials in Oregon are still saying that the risk of getting this virus is very low. Saturday morning, they announced 4 more confirmed cases in the state.
With the current news, you just want to be prepared with things that'll last for a while. Just like earthquakes stocking up, similar idea for us and our family.
If you're looking for a mask at your local hardware store, good luck.
We had a lot to sell, and this morning came in and we were wiped out.
Governor Kate Brown has temporarily banned gatherings that exceed 250 people.
School buses pulling up to crowded buildings. It's the last time we'll see this for a while, with Governor Kate Brown shutting down Oregon schools for the rest of March.
We are looking at the immediate, so we're looking at this 2 weeks, obviously, and then we're looking at what if it's beyond that.
Before the sun even came up, lines had already started. These folks trying to stock up on essentials amid the COVID-19 outbreak.
Good evening. We're getting right to that breaking news. The Oregon Health Authority is now reporting the state's first death from COVID-19.
I am directing Oregonians tonight to stay home, to stay healthy.
This is not a lockdown. This will be a stay at home unless it's absolutely necessary order.
Oregon Governor Kate Brown signed an executive order directing people to stay at home and officially shutting down non-essential businesses.
Now, Governor Kate Brown made the decision earlier this afternoon following Washington State, where Governor Jay Inslee on Monday announced schools there will be closed for the remainder of the year.
It means the hallways of schools like Grant High School here will remain empty. The distance learning that many districts are in the process of getting off the ground will be the new way forward for students.
According to the State Employment Department, the state received almost 270,000 new claims for unemployment benefits over the course of just 3 weeks.
Well, we heard it from governors in the Pacific Northwest earlier this week. There is no timeline and no plans that have been announced for exactly when things here will start to reopen.
The truth is, the best path forward is a cautious one.
This is not typical May 9th on the Oregon coast.
The NBA is suspending its season.
Wow, it's real.
It's kind of a tough pill to swallow. The state parks many love so much will stay closed headed into May.
The world's largest relay, Hood to Coast, is canceled for 2020.
Signs welcoming customers back ripped off of windows or hastily modified with some more question marks. After Oregon saw an uptick in COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations, the Oregon Health Authority reporting 184 new cases Monday, the largest single-day increase since the pandemic began.
With the state of Oregon now topping 15,000 cases of COVID-19, Governor Kate Brown says it's time to take some steps back.
Oregon, we ventured out onto the ice together, and that ice has begun to crack.
With that in mind, the governor announced new statewide rules aimed at slowing the spread of coronavirus.
The governor says she's faced with a difficult choice right now. If Oregonians don't step up even further, she may have to implement more restrictions on businesses and travel.
It's still not enough.
It's not just about flattening the curve, but keeping it flat. That's why they're asking you to stay local, keep wearing your masks, and keep your gatherings small and outside this Labor Day weekend.
The federal government will be sending 60 to 80,000 rapid antigen tests to Oregon every week through the end of the year, doubling the state's current testing capacity.
We learned today from the Oregon Health Authority that there were only 15 ICU beds left in the metro area. They say that this is the lowest that they have seen since the pandemic began.
It's the vaccine news many have been waiting for. Pfizer announced an early look at data shows its COVID-19 vaccine is more than 90% effective in preventing the virus.
What this tells us up front is that a vaccine will work. That in itself is very exciting.
The CEO of BioNTech says Friday his company, along with U.S. partner Pfizer, will seek the green light for their vaccine from the FDA.
Our goal is to supply several hundred million of doses
in the first 4 to 5 months in 2021.
It's the latest in a line of good news from vaccine makers.
Health experts say the press release looks incredibly promising.
A CDC panel has voted 13-1 that healthcare workers and long-term facility residents will be first in line to get the long-awaited COVID-19 vaccine when it becomes available.
It is an end in sight, basically, because I think, we all are just so over this.
Well, Governor Kate Brown said today that the state is expecting to get 147,000 doses of the vaccine by the end of the month.
It's the day many of us have been waiting for.
The vaccine is here in Oregon.
The last few months have been tough.
We have been involved in this fight against COVID since February 28th when we got the call from OHA that we had the first positive patient in Oregon.
We are very excited to begin administering this vaccination to our employees who've been out there taking care of these patients for months now.
This shipment of 975 doses is one of the many headed to our local hospitals.
3, 2, 1, vaccinate!
It's momentous. I feel honored to receive it, humbled to receive it. It's a really wonderful day.
Happy birthday!
Today marked a big milestone for a local district.
Kindergartners and first graders in Lake Oswego schools returned to the classroom today after almost a full year of distance learning.
How excited are you? This is my first time going in.
We focused our story here at Forest Hills Elementary because the return to the classroom was especially meaningful here. Oregon's first case of the coronavirus involved a staff member at the school. He had a very severe case, but he has recovered and he is now back at work.